Okay. Bleh.
You guys, are you guys still there? Hi. Huh. Thanks. You can look at my butt. Wait. Hi. There's my face and not my butt. I can't use one. I have to go back to see what I missed. Yeah, more space and not working on the floor probably helps. Yeah, maybe that's what everybody actually does. They don't really make it in the night, they just tell everybody that they did. Except that most cosplayers these days wear like 50 different costumes to one convention, and I'm like, I'm gonna be one character for all 3 days of the convention during the morning, the middle of the day, and the nighttime. But even if I could make a costume, oh no, it has a boo boo. Oh no. Oh well. Even if I could make costumes that fast that I could wear multiple costumes to one convention. Oh boy. What is it? Even if I can make costumes fast enough to wear multiple costumes in one day for every day of the convention, I would not be able to stand having to get in and out of the costume multiple times during the day and have to redo my makeup multiple times a day because different characters require completely different makeup. And I need like 3 hours minimum to give myself to put makeup on. So that's like 6 hours of my day if I wear 2 costumes. Like all of my characters are like have very makeup specific makeups and different hair colors with different eyebrow colors or no eyebrows at all. Because Elle doesn't have any eyebrows, so when I'm Elle, I have to make my eyebrows go away. This character has pink eyebrows, and Sailor Pluto has green eyebrows. Jareth at least has blonde eyebrows, but he has crazy makeup eyebrows that are like the brown things that go like this. So I have to make my eyebrows go away for that one and redraw them. So I'm like, I don't know how people wear multiple costumes in one day. I don't understand. Yeah, this character also needs a green face. My whole face has to be green for this character. Nobody else has a green face. So how am I supposed to wear 5 costumes in one day? I don't understand. But people do that. I guess if it's more like, I guess more like a generic looking character, I guess. So with like natural hair colors, where you wouldn't need to like change your eyebrow color that you're actually. Yeah. Chroma key is so ugly. But I can't use a chroma key in real life at a convention, which is what I'm talking about. Okay, I have to cut this out now. Not like that. I do that. Um, I'm gonna pin the fabric together. So it doesn't wiggle around as much when I go to cut it. Since I'm gonna be cutting 2 layers at once. I'm gonna put this back now that it's not on my butt. Okay. Welcome back, Jay. I haven't watched or played Persona. I don't know anything about it. Okay, yeah, I didn't know what it was. Well, I guess I still don't know. These pins are also not very great because they aren't really sharp enough. And I have more of them somewhere, and I don't know where they went. Okay, that's enough pins. Yes, there's blue in my hair, but are you listening now? Do I need to, like, type to you that there's blue in my hair? Muffins? Oh, I don't think anybody said anything. I said something about enough pins. Is that what I said? I said maybe that's enough pins. I don't know what else I would have said, but we didn't say muffins. Okay. I'm gonna try to use this thing. But I have to keep moving my around again. That's really small. Oh god. Oh, there's Pound. She decided that she's hungry. Well, she is. She must have heard you. Oh god. That's just knocked over. Oh god. Oh god. Ah. Yeah. Why? Oh. Now let's just knock this over. Taylor Rocket Cosplay. Hi. Sorry. Good night again, Jay. It's okay, Rocket Cosplay. I hope you're having fun working on your cosplay too. I'm obviously cutting things out too. What are you making? Speaking of DDR, trying to see if I want to add more to this or if because I was like thinking, I guess I could just like keep going to the edge of the fabric. That way, it's as long as I could possibly make them. And if I don't need them long, I can make them shorter. But if I need them longer, I'll at least be able to make them longer. But I also need to make sure I have fabric to make the turtleneck part. So I feel like if I can preserve extra fabric at the bottom just in case, that would be good. And I feel like as long as this doesn't go beyond where my toes would go, then it should be enough to cover my shoe. Because I'm not planning on getting really big shoes or anything. They just need to be like regular high heels. So it's gonna be like this. But and the fabric's also stretchy. So that should be enough to wrap around my shoe, hopefully. Also, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm sorry you weren't pleased with the first one. I hope it goes better this time. Mhm. I guess it's both. um, I mean, this would be pretty much how you would make leggings. Um, you can make them different ways with like different seams. Like I'm just doing side seams. But this is essentially what you would do to make leggings, just without the shirt half. I guess, but I'm kind of making up the way that I am doing it by having it on the floor and kind of just going with it. But the stuff that I'm doing, I've gotten from watching other sewing things. I'm just probably not doing things the most professional way.
Anyone could see the road.
Okay, we have a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do not have enough space or like more professional tools. Like it's fancy enough that I finally got one of these, so I don't have to use scissors and do this a million times, and then my hand is dying, and I'm halfway through it. I'm like, I can't, I can't make it. Why it hurts so much? So I finally got one of these. Like, uh, okay, we have a thingy. Uh, uh. So there's the thingy that will hopefully be a bodysuit with extra long legs so that I can put shoes in them. Yeah, I haven't tried using a 3D printer or anything. Um, but then at least there's people that you can like order from, like have 3D printed stuff commissioned. Okay, so I guess the next step would be to sew some of this together and then put it on my body and see how it fits. And now I guess we can move to the table. But I think I'm also oh god. I think I'm also gonna go potty real fast. Then I'll BRB. Okay? BRB. Okay. I gotta move around. Go to the table now. Yeah, that sounds like a pain. Okay. And we also need to wash the table off a little bit because it's still kind of messy from the aftermath of making the staff. Oh. And my cat is still in the chair. Nope, the sound of the spray bottle just scared her away. Okay, good night, Stump. I think this is mostly glue that is stuck on the table still. Which, as long as it's not stuff that's gonna come off on the fabric, it shouldn't really matter. I'm trapped. Woo! Now I finally get to sit in my own chair. I can barely reach my laptop, but I guess that works. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's my new fancy chair. Yeah, I had like just like a regular like metal chair with a little bit of padding on it before, and that was it. Um, but there's also so Ori got me stuff for my birthday. He also just got him stuff for not his birthday. um, his laptop kind of died on him, so he was without any kind of computer whatsoever for a while. So we actually um, we were in a car accident in September, and it was the other person's fault. So we ended up getting a lawyer that our friend had also gone through when she was in a car accident. And so we finally got like a chunk of money in return for the car accident. So now we have fancier things. Yay! But also we were in a car accident, but but I guess it turned out okay because we didn't die and we got fancy things. So that's where we were able to get all this stuff from all of a sudden. Um, but apparently the gray chair was on like a big sale. So after he got his chair, because we are very different sizes, and he got his chair, he got like the king size chair, and I was like, I don't know if I'll fit in that chair. And I was willing to try it anyway, but then he ended up getting me my own chair anyway. Plus, he probably didn't want to end up in a situation where I was using the chair and then he wanted to also, like, be on the computer. So this way we can both simultaneously sit in our chairs. So that was probably part of the reason, too. But yeah, everybody's okay. And we got my car fixed, too. Um, we probably wouldn't have been okay if we got hit closer to where we were sitting. Um, we were crossing an intersection because the light turned green, and um, the car going the other direction didn't stop at the red light. They tried to like book it and get through, I guess. And it was enough of a delay on their part that we were almost fully across the intersection when they hit us because they hit the very back corner of my bumper. And it was enough to spin us around, but and it knocked my bumper off my car, and my bumper went flying into the street. And like threw off the alignment of my trunk. But luckily it missed the rear tire, so it was still drivable in the meantime. It just looked real funky in the back. And Ori ended up going to physical therapy for back pain. So other than that, we were okay. I was fine. But yeah, probably if it would have hit by like more in the front of the car where we were sitting, or if somebody was sitting in the back and got smashed by that, it probably would not have been good because they hit us hard. And then they ran. They didn't stop. They kept going. And the police ended up tracking them down later on and found them. But yeah. That's what happened. Oh, and it happened on Ori's birthday. We were on our way to go eat dinner for his birthday, and that's when it happened. So yeah, it was like a really, really bad birthday. So this is kind of almost almost like a really belated birthday present, but for bad reasons. Oh my god, that sucks. Where's the front of this now? Oh, apparently I got something on this already. I don't know if it came off the table or not, because I just cleaned the table. But it looks like it's coming off, so... And this is also the inside part, so... But the only thing that I see on my table is chunks of hot glue. Okay, where did I put my things? Oh my god. That's like extra terrible. That it was their fault, but you still owe them money. That's any better. I probably should have just pinned this from within the pattern to begin with, so that I wouldn't have to repin it again after I cut it out. And there's so much dust everywhere. Why? Why? I cleaned off my table. Why is this happening? It should be okay. It should wash off really easily. But it's scary in the meantime. Because even brushing it off is pretty much brushing it off. Thank you for the follow, Teal Rocket Cosplay. I'm glad that you had a fun time hanging out. Have a good night and make good lunches. And good luck on your cosplay. Can't see what time it is because I have not looked at the time since we started. Alright, come back.
Sometimes the feeling is right. You fall in love for the first time. Heartbeat and kisses so sweet. Summertime love in the moonlight. I be you, I be I. I be you. Now the summer is gone. You have to go back home. Please come and see me again. I never felt more alone. Baby, I am missing you. I want to find my time. You'll miss me too. Come back and stay. I think about you every day. I really want you to. You set my feet right off the ground. You're the love I found. Back to Jones, Jones, falling back to Jones, back to Jones, back to Jones. Get up now. Back to Jones, Jones, falling back to Jones, back to Jones, back to Jones. Wake up now. I be you, I be
Oh, and my Sailor Pluto wig is still trying to like take over everything. There's just wig hairs all over. And the wig is also sitting right here. It's connected to a like wig head stand that's attached to the table. And also this bun. Every time I wear it, it falls apart more, and then I gotta fix it every time. Don't make a Sailor Pluto wig. It's the worst idea that you could ever have. Oh, but I'm also really excited because I've never done a photo shoot before, and I'm actually me and Ori kind of decided last minute that we were gonna go to A-Kon, which is in Dallas, and it's kind of a bigger convention. I've never been to it before. I've never even been to Texas. And since we were going, I was like, oh, well, I wonder if I'll be able to find a photographer to do a photo shoot for one of my cosplays while we're there. So I was kind of trying to Google and try to figure out what photographers were in the Texas area or whatever, or try to see if there was anything obvious, like photographers posting that they were going to be at Acon or whatever. And then I tried going through some of the photographers that I'm already following, because other cosplayers will do photo shoots and then they'll post their pictures and then they'll tag the photographer that took them. So when I see like really nice photos that people have gotten, I'll check out the photographer's page, and if I like their style, I'll follow them. So one of the photographers that I was following, her photography name is really cool to begin with. It's Ash Snap'em. So her name is Ashley, and so Ash Snap'em, like Ash Ketchum or like Pokemon Snap. So she has a really cute photography name to begin with. But she's one of the photographers I was following, and she posted not too long after I was looking around that she was going to be at Acon and that she was going to open up her bookings on a certain date at a certain time. And so you'd be able to sign up on that date at that time. So it was on a Monday. So I was at work, so I made sure to take my like quick 10-minute snack break at the time, exactly at the time when they went, when the times got posted for booking, and I like booked that like right away. But her Instagram, it should also be Ash Snaplin for her Instagram. I'm not sure if it's like Ash Snaplin Photography or whatever, but if you type in like Ash Snaplin on Instagram or even just Google, because she has a Facebook page too and like an actual website page. But she has taken photos of other Sailor Scouts too, and also coincidentally, after I decided I wanted to try to book with her, I saw there's a Sailor Moon meetup on Friday, which I was already going to go to also, and it turned out that she is the photographer that they asked to join the meetup to take pictures during the meetup. So she'll be doing that too. But anyway, she has a bunch of photos of other Sailor Scout cosplayers already, and they look really awesome. And she'll like edit them to make it look like their attacks kind of around them, or like for Sailor Venus, there was one for Sailor Venus where she like edited like hearts around her, and like Sailor Jupiter, she edited little like pink rose petals around her because that's Sailor Jupiter's thing, and stuff like that. And she'll do like colorful edits and do like little magical swirlies and stuff. So I was like, well, this will be perfect. I'll wear Sailor Pluto on Friday. I'll do a photo shoot by myself, and then we'll also get to do the group meetup photos, and it'll be a great day. And hopefully my head survives, because my wig destroys my head whenever I wear it. It's mostly because of the combination of the wig and the tiara. And the wig is really heavy, so I need to make it really tight for it to stay on my head. Sorry, just stop for a second. Has this been coming like in and out of focus when I'm moving? Because I just looked up and it was like blurry, but now it doesn't look like it's like doing weird things. So I can't wear my Sailor Pluto cosplay for that long of a time without dying. And I kind of was dying and bearing it at the last convention when I entered it in the contest. Because you had to be there at a certain time, and then it was like an hour at least. I think we had to be there an hour before seating. So like an hour before anybody else could like get their seat to watch, we had to be there and like get lined up and do like a quick little run through with everybody in the order they're supposed to be in. And then after people could be seated, I want to say it was like another, I don't know, it was like a long time that we had to wait before we actually got started, and then probably it was like another hour before I was actually on stage, and then after that you have to wait for the judges to like leave, go do their judging, and then come back, and that took a really long time too. I don't know exactly how long, but they had I think they're called the library bards. I guess they're local because I've seen them at another convention here too. Um, but they do like parody songs. So they'll take like a popular song and remake the lyrics with nerdy lyrics. So they were performing as like the halftime show kind of deal while the judges were judging. And it was obvious that they hadn't planned to be up there for as long as they were, because they had to keep adding on more songs from like their set list that they could do. Because they would like ask the like event coordinator people and be like, "Oh, do we need another one?" And be like, "Yeah, do another one." And we're like, "All right, we're gonna do another one. Let's do this one." And then that like kept happening over and over and over. So it was a while. And then after the contest was over, since I got an award, afterwards we all lined up, those of us that got an award, and all walked around to the other side of the building to get photos. That's the photo that I had for my little award plaque. There was a photographer that was taking pictures throughout the weekend, and he was like set up in this one room, and so anybody could go in and get their photo taken, and you would have to pay if you wanted to keep the photo, but you could have it taken for free. And so those of us who got an award in the contest were able to get a free printout to take with us so that we could put it into our plaque. So we didn't have to actually like buy it from him. So that was like another part of like our award, I guess, or whatever. So then I was still in my wig for that. And then I kind of tried to stay in it a little bit longer in case people were taking like more pictures or whatever, or like it looked like people were gonna like interview people or whatever. So I kind of like hung out in it a little while longer. And then finally got out of this stupid costume, and when I got out of it, I had like marks in my forehead from where the tiara was bobby pinned onto my head. So I've got like bobby pins when I wear it. The bobby pins I put in like this, and then they're just like both sides of my forehead right here from the end of it. I had like indents, like red painful indents in my forehead for like 2 weeks after I took that wig off. And the weirdest part, well, first of all, when I first took the wig off, the top of my head was like numb. Like I couldn't really like feel myself touching the top of my head, and I was like, "Oh God, I think my skin might have died. Like, what if all of my hair falls out and my skin just peels off of my head? What have I done? I think I've done something very bad. Maybe I should not have done this." And the weird part after that was, while I had those like indents in my forehead for the next couple weeks, if I like touched them in exactly the right spot, something like back here would like throb, like some kind of like vein or nerve or something would just be like like if I like touched it in the right spot. I was like, what have I done? I think I might have killed myself. But I went back to normal eventually, but it lasted for a long time, so that might happen again. So I need to find a better way of holding the tiara on without bobby pins, so that I can make my wig tight enough without bobby pins digging into my head. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can like poke holes in it and like tie it around my head instead, and see if that works better, but I don't know if it will. But hopefully it does, otherwise I'm gonna have big bumps in my head again. And if I don't make the wig tight enough, it just constantly like slides backwards. And like, it's not a costume that I could just wear for a convention day to walk around the convention. because even when I have it on really tight, it still feels like it wants to slide off my head. So I have to be kind of careful and not like do too much head movement, I guess, so that it doesn't slide away. Yeah, then I don't have to worry about my real hair again. Because yeah, it makes all time, yeah. The Anime Expo. And that's Anime Expo is like one of the super huge ones, isn't it? For that to have been the only one you've been to? I've pretty much been to Otakon. I went to Otakon once, and I've been to like the local conventions in Louisiana. And now I'm going to Acon. But I really haven't been to that many. Mostly because of college being a poop head and taking up all of my time and my life and being stupid. Now I'm trying to make up for my lost years. Something just went under my fingernail. Yeah! Excuse me. Okay. I think this is all pinned enough now. Now I need to figure out what kind of needle I have in my machine. I'm not sure what I used last. Although, it looks like I got white thread in here. So it's likely that the last thing that I made was my Sailor Pluto leotard to make it frickin' fit me. I've got clay dust all over this poor thing too. Please don't die, sewing machine, I need you. Let's see if I remember how to use this thing. I don't know where I should put myself. Maybe I'll put myself over here. Guess that'll work. The cost of a sewing machine. The cost of a sewing machine is going to depend. There's kind of a wide range, I guess, of prices. I feel like it's more worth it to get one that's going to do what you want it to do than to get one that's really cheap that doesn't. But that could also be a preference thing. So this one, I want to say, was like a 200-ish kind of deal. This one also was a birthday present, but not from Ori. This one was from my mom. because I was using a sewing machine when I first started getting into cosplay in 2015. So my first cosplay was in 2008, but I didn't do any sewing on that one. Then college happened, and I didn't do any cosplaying for a while. And then in 2015, well, 2014 really, around Halloween time, or like, I guess it was probably like late summer to fall of 2014 when I started on that one, and then I had that one ready for Halloween. So anyway, that costume didn't require sewing either. And then in the beginning of 2015 was when I started sewing to make my Jareth cosplay. And I guess this is also kind of a weird angle for me to just be like a floating head on top of my machine. But I always have other thoughts and then I forget what I was talking about. So in 2015, I tried to learn how to sew, and Ori's aunt lent me a sewing machine that she wasn't really using, and it's just everywhere. So she lent me a sewing machine. It was like a basic brother sewing machine. And my main problem with it was it didn't have any kind of speed control. It was motorized machine rather than like computerized. So this one is like a computerized one. So when I actually turn it on, it's got like a computer display and stuff. Or LCD display, whatever you want to call it. And so this one, I can set like thread tension and things like with buttons on here, and it'll just boop boop go to what it needs to be. And the other thing that it includes is this speed control right here. So you control the speed with the pedal, but you also control it with this. So this sets the maximum speed that I can go at. So if I set it to the maximum speed, I can go through a larger range of speed with the foot pedal depending on how much I press it. But if I set it all the way down here, no matter how hard I press the foot pedal, it's only going to go this slow. So I can set it like here-ish and not worry about going way too fast. So on the other machine, I had a really hard time controlling the speed, even though I tried to be like really precise with the foot pedal and try really hard to make it go the way I wanted it. It would start off really slow and then like get real fast. And there was like no in between or any consistency that I could get out of it. So it made it really difficult to sew, especially since it was my first time sewing. So it took me a really long time to try to pattern my Jareth costume, and like halfway through it, when it got around closer to my birthday, my mom bought me a sewing machine and it made it so much easier to use this one. Oh my god. So you could get a lower end sewing machine and it will still work, and maybe you'll have a better time with it than I did with the one I was using. But yeah. So, does that answer your question? Okay, so now I need to plug this thing in. I'm pretty sure this is the right plug. Yep. Here. Already plugged in. Woof. That would be fun. Would you be going then to like sell art? I know. I want to go to them more too. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this is. See if this is one of these. Oh. Okay. Let's ask Google what kind of. So like selling the artist alley? Is that what you mean? I don't know if that's what you mean. I'm going to Google what kind of needle this is. Ugh, my arm is gonna end up getting stuck in here. Okay, I think this is a stretch needle, which is what we need. Which would make sense, because I still have white thread in here, and it's what I should have been using on Soda Pluto. Okay. So the needles, in case you're wondering, really hard to see, but there's, you can kind of see the pink band. There's kind of like two colored bands on the needle. One is for like the kind of needle, and then the other one I think is for like the size of the needle. So this one has a yellow band on top, so I just googled what the Schmetz needle colors are, so I can see what this one was. Schmetz is the brand of this one. So now I'm gonna put it back in here. And technically you're supposed to like change your needle before every costume, but I don't really do that much sewing like that, so see if this needle still works. And this is the handy dandy little thingy. It's not like a screwdriver, but it unscrews the needle screw. I don't know what else to say that. Huh. Here's the rest of the stretch needles in here, so yeah, here's the ones that it matches. Okay, so now I guess I'll actually need to find thread. And to start off with, I'm gonna just do a temporary stitch for now, since I need to see how it's gonna fit me first before I make it permanent. If I use a more permanent stitch and have to take it back out again, it's a lot more of a pain to seam rip it and take it back out. So to do a temporary stitch, you pretty much just do a stitch that's longer. And then those are easier to take back out again. So that if I need to change the way that I guess my bot is still not telling me today who's following or not, because it usually does. The bot usually says when someone follows, and it hasn't been doing that. And I usually rely on it. It's not. It's supposed to be there for me. But thank you for the follow. You can say something in chat if you want to, so I can try to read your name again. Why am I finding every other thread that I've ever used in life, except for the red thread? There's so much glitter. Look at this is a hair color sample from Arda. they sell wigs, and so you can order color samples before you order a whole wig. And the glitter is all over this thing. And now it's on the table! Nicht Petra? I guess? Is that how you say your name? Hello? I don't know if you are the one that I followed or not. If you are, then thank you. We're looking for thread. Okay, so I don't think we're finding the red thread, so I guess I'll just use black for now. Unless it's on the top of this thing. Gotta move the David Bowie hair out of the way. Gonna an L hair out of the way. Say hi to L. There's L. Hair. This random thread. I've never even seen this before. Where did this come from? I don't know. Oh, I found more of my pins though. But not the thread that I'm looking for. You in here? I don't know why you would be. Maybe? No more black and white. Nope, okay. Oh god. Destroying everything. Alright, so I guess we will use black for now. Okay, say goodbye to David Bowie, say goodbye to Elle. Okay. We've got a bobbin ready to go with black in it. So that's good, so I don't have to worry about doing that. Now I've got glitter all over my table though, that is also going to end up all over my costume. Okay, so here's like sewing 101, I guess, for anybody who doesn't know. Get out of here, glitter. No, don't go in my Pluto wig. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go away. Okay. So sewing machines use two threads. One goes on the top and one goes on the bottom. So the spool of thread will go up there on this thing, but this one is the bottom thread, and this is called the bobbin. So you gotta stick this one down here. And if I turn this on, I'll get a light. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Might have made it worse. I don't know. But it gives me like a little picture right here. So you can't see too well. Maybe you can see it better on here. It kind of tells you the direction that it's supposed to go. So for mine, I need to make sure the thread is going under from this direction when I put it in. Or no. I just looked at it upside down. Okay, so it needs to go this way. And if you do this part wrong, it won't work right. Okay, so it needs to go this way. And then it's gonna loop under. Ripstream, no! Are we back? Let me know when we're back. If we're not back, I guess you can't hear me anyway. Hello? Anybody out there? Okay. I don't know why we keep ripping. It's not letting me know when we do, so I'm just like da, 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 da. Okay, so anyway, I don't know when exactly we ripped, but I was trying to show you guys how to put in a bobbin and telling you that it has to go a certain way, and then I almost did it backwards myself. So for my machine, my bobbin has to go from the top like this. So I'll pop it in there with the thread going in that direction, and then I bring it back around town. Oh god. And then it hooks around this little piece right here and goes under there, and then comes out this way. And then this you don't actually have to do, but it has this little extra piece on mine where you can wrap it around here and it'll cut off the extra. And then you pop this little plastic thing back on to cover it up. And then that's the bobbin. Then there's hair in my thread. There's glitter in this too. Okay. Although now I'm forgetting if my thread is supposed to come from under or over. Yeah, I can cheat by looking at the other ones. How does it use this? Yeah.